Hi everyone, it's Michael Whitus again with Imitate Christ. Today is June 11th. It is now day 15 of my fast going into 16, so I'll hit day 16 tonight. And how I've been feeling for the past 5 days, I had my moments of weakness and fatigue, but then like bursts of energy. Now I'm like in this energy stage and I've been running around, working. It's just like a normal day. My wife cooks. I see the food. I had a friend of mine, he had food. And I look at the food and I go, whatever. It's just like there's no hunger anymore. I am drinking an obscene amount of water. And my lips are dry. And it's a ridiculous amount of water. I was, going to the bathroom. And I know this might be discredited, but I was still cleansing. I'm in that cleansing stage, if you can understand what I'm trying to say. I'm still cleansing and I can see it in my body. I just did my weight now. I went from, I now weigh at 167. My body fat now is 16.2%. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see a little low. Okay, cool. Now I see it there. So you can see that the body weight, the BMI is 23.5. And if you click on it, right, I'm in the normal range. But when I started, I was 24.9. I was at the edge of overweight at the beginning. Actually more, because I bought this machine on day 5, 6. So that's my body mass index. My body fat is at 16.2. And fitness is from 13% to 17%. Athletes is from 6 to 13%. So what's pretty cool is my muscle mass is still technically high. Oddly enough, I don't look like it, but I'm even above normal on muscle mass. It measures my skeletal muscle and I'm still standard. My body water increased because I've been drinking a lot of water. But that's, to me, really, really, really cool. And how you just look at the weight. I'm in normal in the weight for my height and my age. So I've dropped 8 pounds from June 2nd. Basically, that was day 5 of my fast. So in 10 days, I've dropped 8 pounds, which goes with the fact of you losing a pound a day. That's normal. And my body fat has dropped down 1.8%. And so I'm at 16.2. I would like to be like in the 13, 12, 11 percentile anyways. And that's where athletes are, as you can see here. So, I put my body fat goal, I don't know if you can see it there, but my body fat goal is 11.2. I just threw that in there. So what I'm trying to say is when you're fasting, people think you're going to be like, I'm not. I really am not. Honestly, I can have energy. My wife can even say it in the future when she talks about it one day. People go, my goodness, how did you do that? Well, I'm showing you step by step. This is showing you that this is possible. Fear gets you. Yes, I've had my fatigue moments. I had at the beginning on day 8, I got my lightheaded dizziness. And I was like, this is weird. And what I've learned, again, that's just my toxicity, because now I don't have it. No, I don't. I woke up today and I was like, I wonder if I'm going to get a light head today. I didn't. And I've been running around, doing my work. Hunger is not gone. I still see I have visceral fat. I got 6 on the system. You can still see I've got this belly fat here, and that's the visceral fat inside. And visceral fat is the fat in between your organs, which is not good for you. That's when you have when someone has a big belly, that your body is stressing out. So, with that being said, I still am like always thirsty. Like my wife got me this and I'm drinking it and I've had 4 of these already today. And I feel like putting chapstick on because it's an obscene amount of water. My body's like, give me water, because all of my toxins are being digested and used from the fat cells and it's going to my kidneys. But today I haven't gone to the bathroom that much, which is odd. So I don't know what this water is doing, but the body water is 60.5%, which is normal. But on the scale, I've actually gone in the water. I've increased in my body water. I don't think I can find it here. Oh yeah, there it is. So this is body water. If you can see, I was 59.2, then 59.9, and now I'm 60.5. So I'm trying my best to stay hydrated. And on the system, the measurements, if you click on body water here, I'm in the normal range. Low body water is 50 and high is 65. So I'm doing whatever I can to drink a lot of water, and you have to push yourself. I read a report that if you feel thirsty, you're dehydrated already. You don't wait till you're thirsty. You push to drink water. So, yeah, and seeing things in the spirit. Prayed for a guy with Tom Fisher a couple days ago. Man was healed. He was healed from a lot of back pain, and he had a lung issue, and he was addicted to smoking. Lord healed him like that. And again, this fast is for me. This fast, I'm doing exactly what David did. He said in Psalm, I humbled myself with fasting. I am not going to say I'm humble. I'm going to humble myself by destroying my flesh. And I'm fasting for other reasons too. There are many other reasons why I'm doing this fast. Because I need it. I need this fast more importantly of all of them. I need to humble myself, and I want to literally just slap myself in the flesh, and I want to rise in my spirit, and I do want to change. I don't want to be worldly. I want to look like David did. I want to just make my body say, hey, let's satiate the desire of flesh. No, I'm not going to satiate the desires of the flesh. I'm going to fast, and I don't care what anyone says now. And because I've had in my past, I've been fearful. I'm going to kill fear. Something happened when I was working, no fear. I am just going to kill my flesh. And you know what? I've been talking to God, and he's like, don't worry, you're fine. And I've had now like words of knowledge come in. God has talked to me. Like when I prayed for one of these guys, God said, run after him. You need to go stay with him. And I did. And the guy just started crying and all these things, and he repented. But I'm hearing God more. So, because I'm not letting my flesh, I mean, look, I'll be honest. I would love a Greek gyro. I really would. You know, it smelled great, but I went to myself, I'll get it later. I'm going to say no. No to this. Because what's more important, food or getting closer to God? Because I can say I'm humble, but I'm going to prove to myself. This is for nobody else except for me. I did this for myself. And I know that even at this stage today on day 15, I've got more to go because I know there's a problem with me. And since I know there's a problem with me, I'm going to keep fasting. I'm going to say, Lord, reprogram my heart. Because you know what? I've been trained since I was a baby how the world thinks. Offended, you hurt me, whatever. That's how the world thinks. And God's like, no, be transformed by your mind. I need a new hard drive. I need a new hard disk or floppy disk, and I need to get reprogrammed with a new updated system. Right? And you make a choice. And I made a choice because I fasted 3 days. I fasted 5 days. And you know what? It's built up to now that I said, you know what? I am slapping myself in the face going, get with the program. Imitate Christ. Bible says to imitate Christ? Yes, sir. That's it. I'm going to imitate him. And God gives grace to the humble. Right? And he resists the proud. James says that. He's quoting somewhere else. I can't remember the top of it, but James says that. He quotes it, so it's important. And David said, I humbled myself with fasting. That stuck to me. I think I'm humble, therefore I am. No. It doesn't work that way. You can think a lot of things about yourself, but it might not be true. You have to have an action back up your words. And that's what David did. That's what Paul did. That's what Peter did. That's what Elijah did. That's what Hannah did. Hannah couldn't get pregnant. She got pregnant. That's what that's what the Ninevites did in the book of Jonah. God was going to destroy their city, and they did a dry fast. They had no food or water for a long time. And God relented. His wife, Jezebel. God was like, I'm going to kill you. And Ahab went into a fast. And the Lord said, fine, but your kids, they're going to watch out. That's in Kings. You can read it. So the point is, fasting does stuff spiritually. And especially for you, because you know what? It says, God, I'm sorry for this. But you know what? Sometimes, actually most of the time, you saying you're sorry does not mean you're sorry. If I say sorry to God and go do something again, he's like, why don't you prove it? Because I'll give you grace if you become humble, just like Ahab, just like David. I mean, David, come on, he killed a man. A killer became a man with the heart of God. That's David. He killed a man to marry a woman. Moses killed a man too. He killed a man, and then God still gave him grace. And Moses was with God for 40 days in the presence of the Lord. He didn't have food or water, but he literally came out like glowing white. That's the only one that did that. Just think about that. There's so many places where people fasted. In the book of Luke, there's a woman who was in the temple day and night and fasted often when Jesus was a kid. John the Baptist, he fasted often too. Even when he went and he sent his disciples, and the disciples says, the disciples of John fast and the Pharisees fast. Their disciples, because disciple means follower. So John the Baptist, even he fasted. And he had temperament. God does not want you to satiate your flesh. Because when you fill up your flesh, you disconnect in your spirit. And you lose focus. And if you want this, do it. But you have to want this. I can't do this for you, but you have to want this. And I'll be honest with you, I want this. The things that I've seen in my life, in the past 2 years of my life, I've realized that this is so important for me. And I'm just here to show you that this is actually possible in the flesh. See you guys. Bye.